So I have started writing. Only these four major areas I have mentioned, because I haven't mentioned the speaking practice, I haven't mentioned the listening practice. These are already in me now. Like I'm taking sessions. So I guess maybe I'm talking 3 or 4 hours every day. So I don't need to mention that speaking. You're audible. Yeah. Welcome to the session. Good evening. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am. What about you?
Can't complain. Everything is good so far. And even I'm happy
Yes,
to see
ma'am.
you. Thank you so much for connecting.
Yes, ma'am. I'm really excited to connect to you, ma'am.
Likewise, yes. So, would you mind introducing yourself since we are meeting for the very first time?
Yes, ma'am. Of course. So my name is Dhananjay. I'm from Varanasi. Right now, I'm living in Delhi, and I do work in Delhi as a call center, ma'am. And I
Wow.
have done my qualification in BA with Veer Bahadur Singh Purvanchal University, ma'am.
Okay.
That's all about, ma'am. That's all about me.
That's
And
all
and
about
my
you.
hobbies are, ma'am. Yes,
Hmm.
ma'am. And my hobbies are playing cricket and also listening music. Both are my hobbies.
Playing cricket and listening to music. So, are you like still, do you still enjoy playing cricket? Do you still have friends who go out and then play cricket?
Yes, ma'am. When I was in school time, then I play cricket. But nowadays I don't get a free time to play cricket. But I still watch IPL match, ma'am.
So, it means now it is your hobby that you watch cricket, not play anymore.
Yes, ma'am. It's like that
Hmm.
because I don't get too much time to play a
Yeah.
cricket.
At this age, everyone is busy in the everyday hustle, and then we have to just focus upon the career and the goal, and then a lot of things, and even we don't have that much friends around us who can play with us. So for cricket, we really need many people. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
of
great.
course.
Yeah, you want to say something?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, today's nowadays I'm learning English, so I wanted to talk to new person, and I'm sharing my ideas, and I'm learning something new from that person.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it means you are talking to people every day.
Yes, ma'am. It means I'm talking to many people in every day.
Many people. People is plural
Ye-
itself.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. So where do you talk? Where do you interact with people, different people?
Actually, ma'am, there is one app. His name is Open Talk.
Open
Yes,
talk.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, yes, it's my freely available on Play Store. So that app is a very good app for the beginners and also for the mediocre person who's really wanted to communicate with someone. And
Hmm.
that app is freely available. If you want to talk with any person one to one, there is no limitation to talk. And also one benefit there is you can talk to many person like a create a podcast.
Hmm.
So that's the very benefit of
Many
this app.
person or many people. Many
Yeah.
people. You're using many. It should be
Okay.
people. Many people. Okay. Who suggested you
Okay.
the application? Open talk.
Mm, Actually, my elder brother suggested me to use this app because they also use that app.
He also uses the app. Uses.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So he is also working on his communication skills.
Yes, ma'am. My elder brother is also a good speaker as compared to my. He
Hmm.
also pushed me to improve your communication skills. He also helped me to say a sentence like this, not like that. So that's
Pushes
why.
you, helps you. Okay. He motivates you, actually.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So since when have you been using the application?
Actually, ma'am, I have been using for I think 4 months before. I
Hmm.
started to download and then I continuously use this app.
I started to download. No, I downloaded the application, and since then I have been using it. Okay.
Okay.
I
Yes, ma'am.
downloaded. You already downloaded the application. That is in your phone now. Okay. So there you get
Okay.
co-learners, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, or are the tutors also available on the application, in the application?
Mm, no, ma'am. There is no any tutor. You just talk to say each friend to friend calls.
Okay, co-learners, we can say. So do you get
Yes, ma'am.
beginners, intermediate, or advanced? What kind of people you get there?
Sometimes, ma'am, I interact with a beginner, but sometimes I interact with a good person. Like there are many person who isn't good in
Many
English, so
people.
I used to talk many people.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
And also I'll make many friends over there.
Hmm.
So that's why I like to use this app, and regularly I go to on Open Talk and talk to my friends. There is also one feature to make you friend on Open
Hmm.
Talk.
On open
Yes,
talk.
ma'am. So yes,
Hmm.
so that's why, ma'am, I'm going to this app and use regularly.
You are using it regularly. Okay. So is there any time limitation, or you can just talk for as many hours as you want?
Yes, ma'am. There is no limitation to time boundation. You talk as much you want.
As much. Okay, great one. So it means you are very consistent with the practice for now for 4 months, right?
Mm, yes, ma'am. I'm practicing continuously, but sometimes I realize my uh, fluency is not become as a good speaker, and
Hmm.
also my I make many times make a grammatical error. So nowadays I'm working on it,
Hmm.
how to uh, command my grammatical error.
Okay, but I think you must have improved a bit before, because if you compare yourself with earlier yourself, like before 4 months, maybe you were not even able to speak a proper sentence continuously, or maybe you were not able to communicate or initiate the conversation. But maybe you are now confident. I can see the confidence in you, the smile you are keeping on your face, the way you are constructing sentences, and the poised demeanor you are having right now. So I guess it is because of the consistent practice. So there are some positive changes, and you should appreciate those changes. You should, I guess, celebrate those small achievements. There are changes, right?
Yes, yes, and I'm also realized the many changes because when I starting to use the app, but I have been practicing my English since 2023 July. So
Hmm.
so in initial time, I don't have make two sentences in the right way, and I'm not speaking a single sentences. But nowadays, I realize yes, I improved some areas, and nowadays I have capability to talk to with any person 10 to 20 minutes. Uh, without
Okay.
I know yes, ma'am, without any hesitation. But I know many times I made a grammatical mistake, and I realize there is I make a mistake. So after the conversation, I try to remove my grammatical error.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, that is important. If you are even able to realize your own mistakes after using the verb, after making the sentence, if you are able, then it is easy for you to rectify your mistakes and improve faster. It is again important. So it means you give feedback to your own self, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, of course, ma'am. Actually, no, ma'am, on Open Talk, there is also one feature. After disconnect the call, people give you feedback. And also, I have capability to give feedback to someone. So that's very helpful for me.
So after
So
disconnecting the call, people give feedback. It means they give feedback in written form. They provide feedback in written form.
yes, ma'am, in written form.
Okay, okay. So where you can mention even the mistakes too, where you are lacking or the areas you need to work upon. Great,
Yes, ma'am.
great. That will help you, that will improve your writing skills too. Do you enjoy writing?
Actually, ma'am, I never write too much anything. So, but I like to write.
Great, great. Yes. Once you start writing, that will improve your critical thinking and improve your sentence structure. Because while writing is the slowest process of structuring sorry structuring our thoughts is the slowest process is writing. So when you select the thoughts and then you write, so you take time. So it improves your critical thinking that what is important, what is the right structure, what is the right the most essential thought which I can choose here or which I can select and which I should write. So which helps you a lot. So if you enjoy, you can start writing by your 5 sentences a day, like writing 5 sentences a day, which will help you to keep a journal kind of thing. First, start writing about your own self, about your own day, about your family, or the experience of talking to different people. As you are talking to me today, so maybe there must be a different experience of talking to me, so you can write down about that. I do that. Yeah.
Yes, yes, sir, you are right. Actually,
Hmm.
I start after the after the session, I'll definitely follow your rules.
Okay, definitely. Because you are saying
Yes, ma'am.
after completing the session, I'll write. Okay, I hope so. Yes. So tell me, what about the listening practice? How do you listen, or what kind of content you consume over YouTube?
Actually, I have using YouTube to consuming the TED Talks sometimes,
Mhm.
and I have seen the Beer Vice Smith Ranveer Alavadia podcast, ma'am.
Great.
And there is also a great YouTuber Chandan sir is creating the structure content how to talk to in a past situation, in a present situation, in a future situation. So that one is very helpful for me.
Okay, so he uses the translation technique in most of his videos, right? He speaks the
Yes, ma'am.
sentences in Hindi and he asks the students to translate into in English in a rapid fire, right? I have watched some of his videos, but I personally don't go with the translation technique because translation technique is helpful initially or maybe when you are just taking classes with somebody, but after some time when you are actually in a conversation with somebody at that time if you are translating in mind that will maybe make you nervous or maybe that will take a little time before translating, so it can hinder your fluency, which I feel sometimes. But sometimes it is helpful for people who are not very good at English already, so they can help and they can understand the language in a better way, right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So tell me your three qualities which you admire a lot.
The first quality, ma'am, is my tenacious initiacy because I never give up, which I wanted to do in my life. Then I definitely follow. And the second is I'm a very time punctual. And the third thing is, ma'am, uh, I'm a stubborn about the things which anything I
Number.
wanted to in my life, then I achieved it.
It means dedication is there to achieve anything.
Yes, ma'am.
What was the first
Yes.
quality you mentioned? I didn't catch properly.
Uh, Tenacious, ma'am. Tenacious, it means, ma'am,
Tenacious.
we never giving up
Ah,
attitude.
okay, 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 got it. Just new for me. Tenacious. I haven't heard about this
Yes, ma'am.
word, but yeah, thank you so much for teaching the new word to me too. This is the right way to learn, right? When we have conversation with different people from different backgrounds and different mindsets, we learn something. Great. Okay.
Mm.
Which is one thing in you that you want to change?
Is my style, ma'am, because I'm a very bad listener. Actually, I'm
Okay.
a very bad listener. So that time I most of the time I stop to saying anything, and I'm listening continuously to any person what he's saying. So that is very helpful for me.
Understandable, yes. Listening and speaking are interconnected. So once you are a very good listener, observer, then only you can speak good English. Yes, that matters a lot. And yeah. So, what are the steps you are taking in order to be a good or attentive listener?
Mm, Actually, when someone talking to me, otherwise when someone talking to another person in English, then I make attention to listen all the scenario. Then I realize yes, this structure is made the another way. So that is very helpful for me, ma'am.
Make attention, no, pay attention. The right selection
Hmm,
of word
okay.
is again very important. I make attention, no, I pay attention. I try to pay attention. I try to pay more
Yes.
attention. Okay. Yeah. So that is what you want to change. You want to be a good
Uh,
listener, attentive listener. Okay. What is your aim? What do you want to be in life?
Actually, everyone wants me to become in a rich in life. So that is
True.
also my aim.
True. Yes.
Yes. But
Okay.
it my desire. But my desire is another, ma'am. I really wanted to travel all over the India.
You want
So
to
that's my
travel.
desire. Yes, ma'am.
India. Yeah, that you can achieve, I guess. That is achievable, the goal that you want to visit
Yes.
India, all over
Yes.
India. Great one. Okay. Yeah, and the one thing that you mentioned, everybody wants to earn a lot of money, wants to be wealthy, rich, affluent. So, what are you doing for that? Like, first tell me, because there are a lot of books for that. If you want to be rich, if you want to grow, so there are like psychology of money, think and grow rich, rich dad, poor dad. A lot of books are there, especially for finance. Recently, Ankur sir also has published that is Get Epic Money. And I would start reading about finance from that book because I relate with Ankur sir and I have read already his two books. So and I'm not able to connect with psychology of money, rich dad, poor dad, think and grow rich, but I want to be similarly. So I would start with his book. So what about you about these books based on finance?
Yeah, actually, I have read one book, Think and Grow Rich. There is also in chapter Desire. There is also mentioned in a 6 point. So, with what amount you wanted to in your life, just write down in a wall and
Mm,
read it every day. And the second, fix the time. And the
mm.
third is all. And the 6 point is I didn't remember right now. So the six there are 6 point, which is really helpful for every person. So
Mm.
which I try to follow the all this rule in my life.
So that was mentioned in the book that write down on a paper and paste somewhere where you can directly see or read those before going to bed or maybe after waking up. So have you implemented that actually in your life?
Little bit implementation is right now, man.
Okay, so
I'm
first
not
you want to
telling
be good
lie.
at something, at some skills, when you can just start earning much and then you can focus on okay, great. So it means in that it has been shared that maybe manifestation technique is shared, like you can manifest money, you can manifest wealth, health, everything you can manifest, and that again connects with the similar book that is Power of Subconscious Mind. One second is The Secret, where the law of attraction was shared in The Secret and the Power of Subconscious Mind, which are maybe these books are interconnected when you read all those books, non-fiction related to finance, and then similar ideas share that you can just write down and you can just paste somewhere. So if you repeat with positive intention and you feel inside actually, like if you are reading that, if you're repeating that every day, but inside if you're not feeling or inside your mind, or you have a thought that okay, maybe I'm not in good enough, or I think I will not receive something, like if there is a negative mindset, then that doesn't work. So again, the alignment with the universe, with yourself, with positive thought, positive affirmation, that all are interconnected, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what about those books related to mind or law of attraction? Have you read any?
Mm, I never have read any books, ma'am, but I read only one book. So his name is Jeet Aapki, Shiv Khera sir, in Hindi, ma'am. That book is also very good.
I haven't read that one. I am reading nowadays How to Talk to People. I randomly picked the book. I don't know why. One day I visited the Sunday market in Jaipur, and I randomly picked the book and I didn't like at all when I was reading that time. But a few days back, I started reading it again, and now I find like this is a must book, and I think right now it is the right one I'm picking. So I'm enjoying the book. though it is a bit difficult. It can be a difficult for beginner maybe, because I'm also getting a lot of new words in the book. So I'm just noting down every vocabulary, and it is a little difficult to understand. So I just go on Google, search, and take help from ChatGPT and then get the meaning. So I'm just learning. So this is one book I'm reading, and recently I completed twice. That is Get Epic Shit Done, written by Ankur Warikoo. Yeah. Okay. Anything that you want to ask or any query that you want to discuss with?
Actually, yes, ma'am. Actually, I'm a beginner, so I really wanted to know about what's your perspective if any beginner wanted to be a good speaker in our life. So, what they wanted to do.
In our life, if any beginner wants to start or improve in our life, now, if any beginner wants to improve in his life,
Okay.
focus upon always subject. You are talking about he, then it should be his. If you're talking about we, it should be our. Okay. If you're talking about you, it should be your or yourself. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
How a beginner should start? That is your question, right? Or how a beginner can improve? I think you know
Yes,
everything
ma'am.
already because you have been consuming content over YouTube, and I have been sharing a lot of tips and tricks with many learners. So maybe actually you are aware the similar things, maybe just similar things you are aware, but I want to just give you the exact idea that you should make a proper chart for yourself in order to be on track, and you can just assess your progress too. Nowadays I was also seeing the similar things for a long period of time, that I want to be an advanced speaker, I want to be an advanced speaker, but I was not able to see any change in myself. I was doing the reading practice, the speaking practice, and I was doing the listening practice, but there was no proper track. I haven't made a proper track or proper timetable or the things which I need to focus upon deliberately. But nowadays it's going to be 20 days. It's 17 day. So I have mentioned only
Mhm.
four tasks for me, which are very, very, I guess, essential for me. That first is shadowing, second is reading aloud, third is learning vocabulary, and fourth is writing. So writing was not in me at all. So this is one new thing I have incorporated in myself, which is helping me a lot. But I would not recommend it to beginners like that much. It would be very overwhelming, it would be very, I guess, complicated for beginners. Initially it's not easy to start writing, but they can start from easy sentences, like writing 5 sentences a day. They can do. But as a beginner or as an intermediate, I didn't do at all, but now I aspire to become advanced one. So I have started writing only these four major areas I have mentioned, because I haven't mentioned the speaking practice. I haven't mentioned the listening practice. These are already in me now. Like I'm taking sessions. So I guess maybe I'm talking 3 or 4 hours every day. So I don't need to mention that speaking part. Okay. Again, listening, I'm while talking, I'm listening to people. So that is again there. And apart from that, also I observe people, I observe tutors, many tutors. So I am, upgrading my skills in that field too. So I'm already listening. So these are already in me, like without giving the second thought, effortlessly I'm able to do that. So I haven't mentioned though. So very specific, particular things you need to focus or you need to write down in the chart. If you are lacking in pronunciation, make a different column for pronunciation part, where you can mention those words. Like we are very habitual of ignoring. Okay, I'll do it later. Yeah, I know I'm lacking in it. Like you were using many person, many person. So if you are not, if now you are aware that I'm using many person, no, it is wrong. Persons we cannot make, and if you're using many, it means you have to use plural. So many people learn in chunks, note down somewhere like many people, many people, many people, practice it deliberately. And words which you need to focus upon the pronunciation basically, you can deliberately note down, and then before going to bed or after waking up in the morning, whenever you get time, whenever you can see them, just repeat those words. I have pasted a lot of vocabulary expressions in front of me. So whenever I get time, I just stand up there and I just repeat all these words. So deliberate practice and a very, organized, in a very organized way. It is very important. nobody guided me. I also did it randomly. Like we do it randomly. Like sometimes we are listening or listening for many hours, we are not focusing on other practices. Sometimes we are doing the reading, but we don't know about writing vocabulary, we don't even focus. Sometimes we are not doing anything but just learn new two words, but learn for one day. For 7 days we didn't even revise those two words, so they are not in our memory anymore. So these were the random things we do, and I also did the random. But now I think a structured and organized way, if you practice in an organized way, then I guess can see drastic changes in your way of speaking. That is, I hope, I think I spoke really much, but yeah, I think that will help you.
Hey, yes, ma'am. Yes, you are right.
Hmm.
So, ma'am, yes. So, ma'am, tell me something. How you can feel when you are starting to practice in English in an initial time?
So
Means
what you
where
want to
you
see?
lacking?
Okay.
Yes.
uh, I guess now you are a good observer. You can, when you speak, as you mentioned that when I make mistake, I immediately realize. So maybe for initially for 1 to 3 months, you are not able to realize. But after that, if you get small feedbacks from other, like I want to share one of the anecdote of my students. Anecdotes, that is, he was making a mistake in the pronunciation of also. He used to speak also. So he is at intermediate now, but he was not aware of this pronunciation, that he is pronouncing it wrong. But I interrupted him deliberately 2 to 3 times in the session. No, it's not also, it's also. Not also, also. Now, when he records his video, I give him homework that record your own video where you can see yourself, when you can see the facial expressions, hand gestures, and everything. So he records his video, and when he mispronounced this word again, also he immediately corrects himself. Yeah, corrects himself and says also. And he shared with me too, like, ma'am, when I mispronounce this word, immediately your face comes in front of me. Okay, you are correcting me and you are telling me no, it's also. So that also helps a lot. Second thing, if you're not able to recognize while talking to people, what you can do is start recording yourself. Today itself in the afternoon, I was watching one of my old videos. The video was with Rini Rose Matthew. So you can also watch that. I was very pathetic at
Okay.
it, and I was thinking that, oh my god, what kind of person I was, like, how was my English and how I was speaking and everything. So I can feel the changes in myself. Like there is a, it's, I think, phenomenal change in myself, in my way of speaking, in my English. So that helps a lot. When you start recording yourself, you can start recording. And if you think like, how many videos I will record then, right? I don't have this much space in my phone, so it would be difficult. So without expecting anything, you can start uploading those videos on YouTube, only keeping this one thought in your mind, that I am just storing my videos there for my own improvement, for my own, yeah. So in future, when you do it for 3 months, like if you take 90 days challenge, so when you are observing or when you are comparing your own videos, two videos like day 1 and day 90, you will see a remarkable drastic change in yourself. So feedback is very important. When you focus on the smallest feedback, you learn faster. So that you can give to yourself by recording your own videos. And I'm happy to share one more thing, that recently one of my subscribers had a conversation with me. I shared the same thing with him, and he already started his channel. He shared his one video too, and then he shared the video link with me on mail again. So I was like, wow, that is the biggest achievement for me. So you can also try that.
Okay, ma'am. Actually, I'm thinking about this to take a session and upload the videos on YouTube. Actually, I have my YouTube channel.
Hmm.
In 2022, I think I was starting on YouTube channel and I uploaded as a blog
Hmm.
my blogs where
Oh.
I go any places to shoot any something. So then I upload all those videos.
Hmm.
But nowadays I'm not working on my channel. But
Consistency
after
is
the
very, very
session,
important. Yeah.
yes, ma'am. Yes, I know, but consistency is very important. But
Mhm.
after this session, I make promise to myself, upload video continuously.
Mhm.
Whatever happen in my life, no, don't worry about what is
Yes, yes.
happening.
Do not think about those and do not even bother about the results. About the results from YouTube, but you can expect results from yourself and you will be able to see even. Yeah. So now we have to wind this session up right here as I have a group session today at Telegram, on Telegram at 9 p.m. So before that, I have to have my dinner too. So for that reason, we have to just wind this session up right here. But otherwise, I really, really enjoy talking to you. I think I talked very much in this session. I don't know why I
Yes,
enjoyed.
ma'am.
I got the
A-
positive vibes from you. Yeah. So,
Actually, ma'am, last question I have.
okay, yeah, go ahead.
Actually, ma'am, nowadays I'm struggling. So, in which field I do work on myself?
In order to enhance communication skills,
Yes, ma'am.
everything is mandatory. Everything is, I think, essential to focus upon, to be honest, because before I was also neglecting writing. But now I feel writing is essential because it helps you form or select the right and appropriate sentences. It is helping me somewhere. So I would not say that you can neglect one or two practices. Grammar is again very, very mandatory. If you are not good at grammar, you will juggle while speaking. You will feel struggle, you will feel stuck. Then that will again demotivate you while speaking. Okay. So everything is important, but start small. Like do not learn many patterns, like learn only one pattern in a week, but practice it daily. So like this, you can focus upon every part. But yeah, everything is mandatory. So listening, speaking, and reading, I guess you are already doing. Inculcate a habit of writing too. If not much, 5 sentences a day you can start with. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Definitely I do.
And other, I already
Yes,
suggested
ma'am.
you to start your recording your videos and give feedbacks and learn from feedback. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. I try. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for connecting to me. It was really lovely talking to you. Bye bye. Good
Yeah.
night. If you like, you can
Bye,
join
bye, ma'am.
my group session too at 9. It is all up to you. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. It's available on YouTube, ma'am.
I'll share the link on Telegram. The Telegram group name is similar, Try to Thrive. So you can join the group.
Okay, ma'am.
I'll share the link, yes, at 9. Yeah. Okay, then bye bye. Good
Okay,
night.
ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Good night.